Healthy brains, healthy bodies for healthier lives. That's what we're all about today on The Express. Oh, man. On today's show, flexing our mental muscles at Noggn's Brain Fitness.
There is one cyclist hit every 7 hours and 35 minutes.
The Changing Lanes Conference, not anti-car, but pro-people.
Changing Lanes is all about promoting a dialogue.
Go double on what you miss.
The mad skills of Brantford Elementary's Yo-Yo Club.
Yo!
Improv at its best from Table 23 in Coquitlam. See that and more, local expression. Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna at the new Nognz Brain Fitness Shop in West Vancouver. We have a really fun show, but it's not just about playing games. We're also going to tell you how you can enjoy the benefits of red wine without the hangover. We're going to give you a chance to win our ITM model giveaway. It's a VIP package that includes dinner, a fashion show, and the after party. And we're going to celebrate Bike to Work Week with our Cultus Lake Water Park Big Summer feature.
Big Summer is brought to you by Cultus Lake Water Park, BC's #1 water park.
Bikes and cars in Vancouver traditionally have an adversarial relationship. That's what the Changing Lanes Conference is all about, improving the bike-car relationship on Canada's roads.
Changing Lanes is all about promoting a dialogue between various organizations, experts, academics, and others that are dealing with the realities of mobility and transportation and how we're going to manage the future of the relationship between cars, bikes, pedestrians, transit, etc. as we look toward the future in Canada.
There is one cyclist hit every 7 hours and 35 minutes.
Gil Penalosa knows all about creating harmony amongst bikes, pedestrians, and drivers. He's a former Parks, Sports, and Recreation Commissioner for the city of Bogota and helped create their hugely successful Car-Free Sundays.
On Sundays, we open the streets to the people and close them to the cars, a network of streets. And all of a sudden, we're getting over 1 million people in a city of 7 million people. We get over 1 million people coming out every Sunday to walk or bike or skate. And along the road, people do aerobics and other things. It's almost like an exercise in social integration because you see young and old and rich and poor and fat and skinny and everybody.
And the pluses of using the right mode of transportation for the right task can be felt across communities there and right here at home.
It has many benefits. It has benefits on public health and health, not only physical health, but also mental health. It's also good for the environment. It's also good for economic development. It's good for recreation. It's good. So it has multiple benefits.
Vancouver already knows the benefits of car-free days, but Changing Lanes is about more than just a war against the car.
Is about peaceful coexistence, is about people being able to understand and recognize that there are a bunch of different players on the road, that we all have to kind of live with each other in a different kind of a way. We don't need to have conflict over this stuff. Most of the time when you put people who are capable and willing to work towards solutions in a room, they usually find solutions on most of the issues that are out there.
I'm Erin Shaw in Vancouver for The Express.
Big Summer is brought to you by Cultus Lake Water Park, BC's #1 water park.
Gil's work and his amazing photos from Car-Free Sundays can be seen at his website. You can also watch for events happening around town now through June 5th for Bike to Work Week in BC. But right now, it's time for a whole different kind of workout. We're going to break a mental sweat here at the first ever brain fitness store in Canada.
This is a race.
It's a race.
Yes,
oh, man.
It's a race. Cubits.
I'd love it if people could relate to their lobes in their brain like you would to your pecs or your abs, you know?
I feel like I'm on Survivor right now. It's cool. I'm going to beat Boston Rob.
The whole concept is really to try things that are new and complex, so not sort of the rote and you know, things that you've done before. You know, if you play crossword puzzles, that's great, but that's like saying I work out my right arm. So the real opportunity here is to integrate brain fitness into your daily routine, just like you'd integrate going for a walk or going for a run or whatever you love to do on a physical basis.
Coordination, I would expect that I would be good at this one, except I'm a little worried. You're not going to throw any balls at me, right? No hand-eye coordination?
We're not going to throw any balls at you. We're just going to work on a stacking challenge where we're going to get both our left hand and our right hand working together. Gets both our left brain and our right brain working together. Improves our hand speed as well as our manual dexterity.
Ready?
And the challenge.
That's not how that's supposed to look. Oh man, this one's just confusing.
It is very confusing.
But at least I use both hands.
And there's a number of different patterns that you can do, so you can make it more complex, less complex. So
the best thing though is like I must have screwed up the beginning because my counter's at 0.
At 0?
I did it that fast.
We offer games that will stimulate the 5 functions of your brain: critical thinking, memory, focus, coordination, and word skills. So if you can work on all 5 of those things, I think you stay sharper, you learn to communicate better, in social situations it's easier. So yeah, I think you will constantly see an improvement in your brain function.
I feel like this game's going to be misleading because it looks like something my little 3-year-old niece would play.
That's what you would think by looking at it, but it's actually quite a challenge. It's a lot like Sudoku, so it's a deductive reasoning challenge, and what we're going to do is we are going to try and figure out how we are going to place each one of these 9 shapes onto the grid according to these logic clues.
Okay.
1 square left.
A square and then. Okay, so thank you, but that's number 13. Let's see how far does it go. That's number 13.
So we go all the way up to puzzle number 80, and when they get to your expert level, you really only get a few pieces of information.
Okay, let's see you do this one. We've stumped the scientist. I love it. We might have to check back in later in the show, you think?
We might. This one could take me quite some time.
Makes me feel better about those stacking cups.
Unlike what we thought before, which was that your brain just sort of slowly degraded as you age, you can actually rebuild your neurons and rebuild the synapses and rebuild your brain. So that's what inspired me to start this business.
It's so fun. I could spend all day in the store just playing.
Yeah, no, it's a blast.
Nognz promotes more than just mental stimulation. They also say that nutrition is key, and they actually have a brain bar. So we're going to do a little taste test coming up. But right now, it's a little old school fun in Burnaby from Brantford Elementary's Yo-Yo Club.
Kids at Brantford Elementary are learning the art of yo.
Yo! The thing I like about it is every time you learn a new trick, people say it's really cool.
That's because the tricks they do go way beyond walking the dog. Here, students are doing flips, twirls, and loops in multiple combinations. It's enough to make any spectator dizzy.
My favorite trick is the hook. It's got an amount of slack that goes around your finger twice, catches around the yo. It felt like, wow, if you set your mind to anything, you can do it.
Jeremy Mugins is leading this yo-yo revival.
And then you go double on, but you miss. So everybody get there.
He, along with the students, got caught up in the craze after the Ned Show visited the school just a year and a half ago.
A whole bunch of the kids were buying them, so I thought I'd pick one up, and I got hooked. And then I found the Vancouver Yo-Yo Club, which is a group that meets outside of school, and got really involved with that, and it just kind of kept rolling from there.
And roll it did. The students recently competed in the Western Canadian Regional Championships. Anthony Matkovic came in third. Not bad for a first-timer.
If you do easier stuff, and you land it properly, you'll get more points. But if you do hard stuff and you miss, you minus points off the score, and that's basically what I did. I did easy stuff, and I came to place.
But yo-yo isn't always about winning or losing.
The improvement to the hand-eye coordination, the learning how to sequentially build a skill, get better at something, the social interaction of, I learned something, now I'm going to go teach it to you guys.
And even though there are no lights or sounds, the kids say yo-yo is as fun as it gets, as long as your head doesn't start spinning. Tim Chung in Burnaby for The Express.
The Yo-Yo Club meets every Saturday at Metrotown in front of Station Square, and everyone's welcome to go down and show off their tricks, or you can just hang out and be amazed. Now, still to come on The Express, it's your chance to win our ITM Model VIP giveaway. That's dinner, the fashion show, and the after party, plus these stories on learning and laughing. After the break, Table 23 Improv in Coquitlam.
We have purple juices, so blueberries in particular are the highest in antioxidants. Very good.
The Brain Bar at Nognz in West Vancouver. You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.